First you gotta get off the grid just a little. Find nowhere, then get in the middle. Get behind a guy with a hound in a truck, bet I ain't even mad. Girl, sweeter than pie and honeysuckle, where the boys take pride in the size of their buckles. Speed limit tractor cow.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Mike G and Vince Bugs down here in Tampa, Florida. We about to jam out with Tori Martin, and we got a couple people playing with her tonight. Tori, go ahead and introduce your team real quick.
Sure. Over here to my left, we have Dave Chuberka. He plays lead guitar in my band. He's super talented. And to my right is my producer. He's on the road with us right now, Bill Warner.
All right, so Tori, guys, she's down in Detroit. But before we get started, always check out Planetary Design if you got coffee needs, because we support Planetary Design. Check them out. They're a good sponsor. And also, if you need a great Christmas gift. And with that being said, what's going on, Ms. Martin? How are you this evening?
I'm doing fabulous. How are y'all?
We're going good. So, hey, you're an up-and-coming artist. You got a song that's number 2, or is it already number 1 now down in Texas?
It's number 2 right now, but we're crossing our fingers. We hit number 1 by Friday.
Yep. All right. So is it going through a streaming service? You know, how do people find the song, you know?
Sure. My music is everywhere that you consume music. So anywhere that you love, it's there. And I just released a Christmas song too. So it's on my website too, thetorimartin.com.
All right. So, you know, where are you from originally? And what's your background on, like, what artists do you kind of like music wise that kind of, you know, inspire you?
Sure. So I grew up a military brat, and I was actually born in Florida, and I've lived all over the South. So I'm really just a Southern girl. So I'm a little jealous that you guys are in Florida at the moment. I bet your weather is a lot nicer than ours.
That's cool, right?
All the way. But by the time I was in like 2nd grade, my dad retired and we moved to Texas. So I claimed Texas as my home state, my hometown. And I lived in a teeny tiny town called Azle, Texas. And it really shaped and influenced me in country music. And I still pull from that well when I songwrite. But I didn't grow up in a musical family. I was the only weirdo. And my pawpaw loved country music. And he kind of saw me that I loved to sing at a really young age, and he encouraged me to do that. He bought me my first guitar when I was 8. And he was like, every good country artist, a country star's got to play the guitar. So I was like, okay, Pawpaw. And so I learned how to play guitar. And it's because of him that I'm even here today in this chair with you guys, because he believed in me from the very beginning. And he definitely was like, girl, country music is the way to go. And I fell in love with it back then too.
Well, I don't feel bad, because me and Mike G are both military brats. I'm a retired general, but I actually my dad was Air Force, and he did 24, and then I joined and did 30. And so I'm a military brat. So I know your story. You know, we are called the designated homeless. And Mike G's also, his parents were National Guard, and he's also a military brat. So hey, we know.
It goes all the way around. Nice chair, by the way. I love you guys set up.
I know.
Look at that. You got you guys there. You got But and I also like the Kmart clothes. What the hell? What is that?
Thank you. That's funny. Like I said, pulling from the well of my small town, we wrote that song. I wrote it with Kirsty Manna. She's actually here in the room with us. She's married to Bill. And I wrote it with, he's my label mate, Bill DeLuigi. We're on LuckySky Music. And it's about that, like the Kmart closing in my hometown. And what inspired it was having a combo with Kirsty. And she said, oh, maybe we can get you like a sponsorship with Kmart. And I was like, Kirsty, the Kmart is closed in my hometown. Like, we can't work with Kmart. And so we were like, oh my gosh, we have a song. And so we wrote that one, just being sad about when our local Kmart closed.
Not the Blue Light Special.
Come on.
All right. So what artists inspired? Because now that you're a military brat, so if you grew up on a military base or around it, you're around different people from different walks of life. It's very diverse. And you're introduced in high school to just different different tunes, different music, you know, everything from rap to country to R&B to rock and roll. So kind of where did you think you found your fit in? Were you in a high school choir, and then you decided to branch off and do theater? I mean, like, so how did you become Tori Martin? What was the thing that cultivated you into your music world you live in now?
That's a great question. I love all music and I listen to everything and have been inspired by honestly everything. I love like a lot of soul and I love big singers like Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton. I'm a diehard fan of Dolly. I love Stevie Nicks. I mean, honestly, Elvis Presley, my king. So like, there's so much that I listen to and have been inspired by. But I sang in choir in school, and I also was a part of, it's called the Texas Girls Choir, and I think that was when my family first was like, okay, maybe there's a little something more to this than just she likes to sing. You have to audition for it, you have to take tests in music theory and all these things, and I was pretty young when I did it, and I was like just excelling, and they were like, okay, this might be a little bit more. And that was kind of when my family was like, all right, this might be something she really does with her life. But I was like, I know it's cliche, but discovered singing in church, singing at the church choir.
Hey, that's where everybody gets started. So great that you have such a good, strong background, because that means your vocals are really good. Because anytime you sing in church, you go a cappella, it's just, you got to bring it home. There ain't none of that special engineer stuff. It's either you got it or you don't. And you got a great voice, by the way, just so you know, because we listen to some of your music.
Thank you so much.
All right. So before we get into your first song and everything, I got to just kind of have a question, So who is the person that you kind of look up to, motivates you? I mean, your dad's in the military, but overall, your family pushed you, but like who's the person? Like my daughter talks them, they play sports, so, I kind of pushed them, but who kind of gave you that thing that you realized, like, a grandparent? Were there other singers in your family, or was it just something that you decided to do and everybody else just went, wow, she's really good at it?
Honestly, for me, the person that inspired me and still inspires me was my papa, and is him, just because he loved music so much and he believed in me at such a young age. And that really like lit a fire in me ever since then. And I don't know, I've kind of had to like dig deep on my own, because you go your own way, you go your own path. And I haven't always had like my family to lean on. So I feel like I kind of dig that deep inside. It comes from inside there. And then obviously like I am a believer, so my faith has definitely carried me through too.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, that's great. Great to hear that. You know Maverick City?
Yes.
My brother's a singer for him, so he won 3 Grammys for Maverick City.
Yes.
Oh yeah, love. And when you had the gospel, I love it. And so with a church background, and you're pushing yourself, and you said something. You said you like Whitney Houston. So do you kind of add different flavors of music into what you're doing right now?
At the moment, I'm working on a new record. It is definitely leaning very country and Western, neo, traditional. So I'm like, I would say this record, it is just country. It is all the way country, and I'm excited about that. And then my previous record that I put out with Bill and LuckySky is called Lucky. And I would say we kind of pulled from different inspirations, and like there's some like soul and pop influence in that record, and it's not just straight up country. So that one, if you kind of dig that, you probably will like that record.
All right, so Mike's gonna kick it in a minute with some of your videos showing why you're singing. And as you look at your platforms, before we get into this a little deeper, the one thing I kind of like about it is that you've looked at all the different aspects, and you have different cultures bringing it in. So here's the thing: country music has changed. It's not what it was when Johnny Cash and Wyatt Pickett, the guys way back in the day. Country music has evolved, and it's become a little bit of pop, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And my daughters just went to, I think it's Wayling, whatever the guy's name is. They just went to the country singer. He's really big. I think it's Wayland Jennings. Wallen. Yeah, that was it. I don't know, because I'm an old R&B guy. So yeah, so they just went to the concert, because my daughters are all into country music, and yes, and he had some good music out there. So as you look at this, in the evolution of country music, what's your perspectives on how it's evolved from like the Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton era?
It's so different. And I think there's all kinds of types and different categories that you can fit into. You know, like they say that like the listener, the fan kind of defines country music. What is country music? It's totally evolved. I mean, to me, it's always like the lyric, you know, 4 chords and the truth. So that's what I kind of lean into. And I'm really excited to kind of bring back some throwback and traditional elements in my music, because that's really what made me fall in love with country music. So I'm really excited about that. And I honestly feel like it's my backbone. So it's not really something that I have to work super hard to do. It's like, oh my gosh, what was I doing all along?
Hey, Mike, what you got, man, before we get into the music, bro?
It's great meeting all of you guys, and you got a great energy and anything like that. And you got nice visuals on your videos and stuff like that. Good stuff. Yeah. And I love the Kmart thing. That was funny. Sorry. But that was funny. Right. And, you know, you got a nice setup and everything like that. Your visuals is good. Your energy is good. You know, me has a music background as well. You know, hip hop, the whole different genre.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
But yeah, it looks good. And pleasure meeting you guys. And I can't wait to hear you. Here we go.
All right. And with that being said, guys, this is the second session of jam session here on Embrace the Power with me and Mike G, my co-host Mike G. And we got Tori Martin on. And Tori Martin, go ahead and bring us home, girl.
All right, let's do song.
1, 2, 3, 4.
First you gotta get off the grid just a little. Find nowhere, then get in the middle. Get behind a guy with a hound in a truck that ain't even mad. Girl sweeter than pie and honeysuckle, where the boys take pride in the size of their buckles. Speed limit tractor cow in the road. Slow go, slow poke. Little white church, blue skies, red dirt, pearl snap shirts, and American honey. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. 3 chords and the truth, resurrection. Hear them songs and you won't be forgetting. Moonshine, first taste, first time heartbreak. Stand by your man. Texas X is a ER. They gotta have a fiddle in the band. Willie's guitar, straight from the heart, cranking, ain't our baby blue caddy. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. We're going off in the deep end, getting way out for the weekend. Find you some front porch picking, you see what you've been missing. Come on now. Little white church, blue skies, red dirt, pearl snap shirts, and American honey. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Willie's guitar, straight from the heart, cranking, ain't our baby blue caddy. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Get lost, get lost. Getting lost in the country.
Oh yeah. So how'd you feel when you first heard your song played on air or on a radio station? How did you feel?
Like the first time ever in my life, or for this song?
No, first time ever in life when you were just like
cool.
Minding your business, because you know that's the moment, right? Now if you had a couple songs, it's different, but the first time you realize, man, that's me.
It's so surreal. It's so fun. It's like, whoa. I'm that girl. It's really cool. It's a weird feeling, but it never gets old. It's like, man, that's my song. I've worked hard for that.
All right. So if somebody's trying to find you, where are you playing at next? Like what arenas are you playing and who are you traveling with and playing? And I know some things you can't talk about because they're in development or you're negotiating certain things, but what you can talk about, kind of give us some insight on what you got coming up in the future.
For sure. Right now, I'm on the road with Drew Baldridge, and we are touring all over, kind of like Midwesty and North. That's why I got these guys with me today. I was like, you know what? We're already out here. Hop over here and let's play together. So we're playing in Detroit in a couple days on Thursday. So if y'all are in Detroit, come see us. And then we're heading out to Rootstown, Ohio. I'm like, oh my goodness, we're going all over. So go to my website, thetorimartin.com. Come catch me live. And get ready for 2025 because we're going everywhere.
So, you guys got New York, so you know what, you really need to come down to Tampa and do the Strawberry Fest, since you've been around. We've had different singers come down that've been on our show. They've actually come down and sung at the Strawberry Festival here, which is really huge in Tampa. So yeah, cool. I have a point of contact. I know.
Come on.
I can hook you up on that one. All right. So with that being said, Bill and Dave, man, I don't want to put you on the spot at all, but I am. So what's it like playing with Tori? Either one of you guys, or both. What is it like playing with Tori?
Well, for me, I'm the producer, so I'm familiar with the music. And I actually was filling in. We didn't have our band complete through the summer, so I was actually playing some dates as lead guitar and acoustic guitar. But I'm really glad we found this guy because he's pretty awesome. He's a unique talent, Dave. So
I appreciate that, Bill.
I'm a big advocate of Dave, and I'm happy to answer your question. I'm happy to step back and let him take the shine.
Big Dave.
I like the scenes. I'm real comfortable there.
All right. So Tori, it's always great to have a supporting cast to do what you do for a living. So, hi, let me ask you a question. How hard has this been on you since you made this transition to decided to be as my brother calls it, the starving artist?
Well, I'm having a lot of fun. It's different. Like your dreams evolve. Each year they kind of get a little bit different. And when I first started getting into it, like I had my eyes on something in particular and it changed. And so now I'm with a record label that I'm a part of, and it's very collaborative, and it's not like I'm kind of shoved over here. It's like, you can only sit in this box and you can not do anything outside of it. So that's really cool for me. And I'm just living the dream, man, every single day, I'm like one day at a time. Take it one day and just trying to live in the moment and be present and not let it pass me by, So
no, absolutely.
Thanks.
So are you writing your music or are you getting music from other people? So where do you find your creativity?
I'm signed as an artist, but also as a songwriter. So I don't always just write for myself. I write for other people too, and with other people, which is a lot of fun. But man, inspiration comes from everywhere, sometimes you're just driving down the road and you're like, I got a song idea. And I have also written songs in the car, with some of these people behind me. And so I don't know, you just got to be listening, Yeah.
You hear a bird chirping. Oh, that's a song. I mean, anything.
You're like, oh, I like that melody.
There you go.
You have to make sure you always, whether they say the broken heart writes the best songs. So have you written any of the, I've asked every artist that's come on this one, have you written the broken heart song?
Oh, absolutely. There's quite a few in my back pocket. And one might be coming out very soon. Really excited.
Oh, my bad. Because I always ask everyone, because there's always something in your life that just, triggers emotions that allow you to write it. So do you write poetry, or is it that you just write off the feeling of how you see things? Because I got some friends that are very poetic and they're able to turn their poetry into music. So what side of the fence do you kind of work off of?
Not really poetry for me. I think sometimes it's like a line or maybe something I said, or it could even be just one word that sometimes inspires a song. But a lot of melody, I kind of lean into some of that, like I get the ideas for melodies all the time. So a little bit of it all, but I don't really start from like writing a poem and then making a song.
Gotcha. All right. So Mike, you got anything before she gets into her next song, my brother?
Yeah, I just when you get on the show, like, do you like what inspires you, like, just to keep it moving? Because I know as an artist, it gets like, damn, this is tiring. But what keeps you going? What keeps it? Because how long you been doing this? What are you, 18? Like 18 years old.
You? Oh, you're cute. I've been doing this a long time. I think that's it, though. Like, there's nothing else that I want to do with my life. I'm like,
I don't blame you. Yeah.
All that I saw for myself at a very young age. They're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'm like, I'm going to be a famous singer. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, duh. So I'm like, this is who I am. And so the fact that I get on stage, like, it's a gift. And so I want to use it right. And it's an honor to be able to get to do that and do what I do. So I'm just kind of into that. It's like, all right, let's do this thing, girl. We're going to have fun.
I love it because I used to give my brother, crap all the time. He'd be sleeping on the sofa, and I'd be like, dude, are you ever going to do anything with your life? Are you going to make anything of yourself? And then after you won a Billboard and a few other awards, I had to shut up. I went, okay, my bad. And so, you're the man. And so it's like when you hit number 2 on the Texas chart there, and and I'm thinking to myself, wow, okay, you hit number 2. That's one of those times when you look back at everybody that didn't believe in you or ever I love this, the high school adage of people that you knew in high school and they see where you're at now, and and all of a sudden they go, oh, I knew you were going to make it. No, you didn't, but I'm there. So that's a good feeling, success, man. Frank Sinatra said the best way to kill your doubters is be successful, right?
I like it.
That's right.
The people that don't believe in you are like who motivate you and drive you even further.
Yes.
That's right.
Like, thanks for not believing in me. I'm doing it anyway,
That's it. So what song do you got next for us to close us out for this evening?
So we thought we'd slow it down and do something a little different. I just released it last week. I'm like, right? Yeah. I'm like, what is today? Who am I? Last week, I released a Christmas tune and
cool,
kind of like a different vibe for me. So maybe you guys might enjoy it. It's not quite like as country heavy, but a little throwback feel. It's called
Holidays. It's the holidays. Let's do it.
Hopefully y'all are ready for Christmas.
Oh.
It's warm for December, just like it should be. Jack Frost doesn't stand a chance with you so close to me, looking into your eyes, stirring up sparks inside. It's warm for December. No lonely holidays, 2 glasses of champagne, one for me, one for you. We deck the evergreen with classic silver screen. Me and you, let's do what lovers do. Boy, I won't complain about the weather. It's warm for December, just like it should be. Jack Frost doesn't stand a chance with you so close to me, stirring up sparks inside. You're always my Christmas time, so warm for December. Who needs a mistletoe and midnight falling snow? Don't have to wait, we'll celebrate tonight. Don't put the tinsel up, your kiss is just a touch. Like cookies on the plate, jingles on the sleigh. Hey, boy, I won't complain about the weather. It's warm for December. Don't you know it is, boy? Oh no, it's warm for December, just like it should be. Jack Frost doesn't stand a chance with you so close to me. Looking into your eyes, it's stirring up sparks inside. It's not just a state of mind, you're always my Christmas time. So warm for December, so warm for December, so warm for December.
Boom.
Boom.
Nice, man. I like that. You know, you remind me of Angelique. What is that? That singer. I can't remember. Aguilera. You look like Aguilera.
Oh, how funny. I've heard
Christina.
You have a feature. It's very nice. I mean,
some people have told me that I look like her. They're like, "Oh, you guys can be sisters." I'm like, maybe.
You can do.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh, I love Christmas Vacation. I mean, it's just kind of like iconic,
Okay.
makes me laugh. But also love like A Wonderful Life, Grinch.
That's what I was about to say. Look, if you didn't say that one, I was going to be like, what are you talking about?
So good.
Nothing. It is probably, even though it was never designed to be a Christmas movie, it's what's so crazy about that. The movie was never designed, and it became this great thing of being a Christmas movie. And I think it's one of the Jimmy Stewart. I watch it every year.
I know
just love it.
flop, so it's like it's an inspiration to just keep going. Like they released it and it didn't do well, and then years later, look, it's iconic. So
Right.
just
Oh.
enjoy, man.
Hey, what they always say, it's not how you start, it's how you
Finish.
Hey, everybody, it's been a great show tonight. We had Tori Martin on. Tori killed it. You know, you need to get out and get her new album. Let's tour at rate. Let's raise her up the music charts. And my man Mike G, what do you got before I close this out, man?
This is nice, man. This is nice. Nice seeing you. I mean, shoot, you got to do some rock or something too. I see you do some rock. I see that, you know, with your hair.
Hey, Dolly did a rock record.
Now you sound good. Hopefully have you on again to see how, you know, what's going on out there, guys. Pleasure meeting you guys in the back there. But it sounds good, man. Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
Thanks
Real
so
nice.
much, y'all. Really appreciate
Oh, no
it.
worries. And I will definitely reach out, have your agent or your producer, somebody reach out to me. I'll get you the point of contact for the Strawberry Festival down here in Tampa, Florida. And we've had several stars that were on here. They went there and sung. It was great because then I get to go visit. Listen to them sing. All right. With that being, go ahead, Tori. What?
I said we would love to. So y'all just let us know.
All right, that'll work. And with that being said, guys, it's been a great evening. And if you can, catch Tori Martin at her locations. We got her website. Mike's popped it up. It will be down in the body of the show. And then click on, become a follower. Follow her on Instagram. Follow her on TikTok and whatever other platform she's on. And with that being said, as me and Mike G always say here at Embrace the Power, keep it
Rolling.
Thanks, y'all.